This is Wrestling with Ideas.
How did WWE approach you to become the new general manager for Smackdown?
Well, they didn't approach me. I knew absolutely nothing about that. I came to TV one day, and the writers came to me. It was maybe an hour before TV started, and they brought the show to me, and they said, "Hey, tonight Vince is going to introduce you as the new general manager of SmackDown." That's exactly how I found it out, and next thing I knew, I went out, Vince introduced me, and there I was. So I knew nothing about it. They didn't smarten me up or tell me nothing.
So were you going to the show originally with maybe just managing in mind for what you thought was going to be your original role on that show?
Well, yeah, because, see, I started managing guys before I became the general manager. So, that was my deal, managing. I'd never been in no big role like, general manager, running the company and that. So I had no idea of, that would, I never dreamed that nothing like that would ever happen. I felt that I would always, stay managing somebody because I had the gift of gab. I could talk. I knew how to get guys over. And so I just always kept it at that. So when I became general manager, it was a big shock to me.
And how did you feel maybe going into such a role? Did you maybe think there was any sort of pressure going into a role that's literally just brought to you moments before starting on television for the role that you hadn't really done before to be just given to you like that? Was there a lot of pressure involved in that when you first started out?
Oh, yeah, a lot of pressure there because, you're going in a major role here when you become general manager. You're running the whole deal there, and plus you're working on top and you're working with all the top stars. So it was certainly a lot of pressure, but I couldn't let Vince see that, know that I was under pressure, because that ain't the way he works. When he gives you something, he expects it's like football. He gives you the ball. He expects for you to score a touchdown. Now, everybody don't score a touchdown all the time. Some guys fumble. But my thing was this. When I went there and I saw Vince was going to give me the opportunity that nobody else never gave me when I was in WCW, NWA, and all that, Vince gave me the opportunity that nobody ever gave me. And my thing was to him is I'm going to prove to this man that I can do this job and I'm going to make it work. And I'm also going to prove to all the naysayers that said I had no talent, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, why are you wasting your time in Teddy Long? I wanted to prove to them that they were wrong. And so Vince giving me the opportunity that he gave me, I was able to prove that to them. And let me put God in there, too, because God really blessed me to be in the position that I was in. You know what I mean? I think right now Vince probably don't even know why he put me there. It's just a blessing from God. But after I got in there, he was happy with me. I learned his way, and that's how you last up there. You learn Vince McMahon's way, and if you learn that way, you're going to make it. So a lot of guys don't learn that. But, this it's sad, that you're not concerned about your job, but you just have to know your role and you have to know what position that you're in. And then, once you get in that position, you got to protect it. And that's what I did. I protected my position and I gave Vince exactly what he wanted because that, I knew that was how I was going to make it there. So, I was just grateful to have that opportunity.
Keep updated with everything going on with Wrestling with Ideas by following us on Twitter or leaving a like on the Wrestling with Ideas Facebook page. Listen to archived episodes of the show on Podbean and the Podbean app, or take a listen on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, and Player FM. We will be back to wrestle with ideas.